Hello dear friends, welcome back to this channel. This is Domas, or welcome if it's your first time here. I'm out here in the fields, in the forest, walking and talking to you as I was at my massage course. I was massaging somebody today and yesterday. Had my first kind of like an appointment yesterday where I was massaging a person, and yeah, she had good feedback. She gave me good feedback. Said I was charging too little and doing the massage for too long. So that was good news, since I always have like issues with like valuing my own work. And today I was watching some videos by Tim Chapman? No, maybe I'm wrong. But I think he's a priest, and he's talking a lot about trauma and how we cope with trauma. And I was thinking, valuing your own work is one of the ways that my trauma manifests itself. As in, I always charge too little. That's what people said to me, and you kind of undervalue yourself. And I wonder what kind of response is that. But I was having such a great day yesterday, it was a real high. Like, I felt like, I don't know, I can earn money with my own hands, and I can, as she said, make people happy with just my hands, doing something to their bodies that will make you feel better, and not in that way. But it really felt like fulfilling doing that. An hour passed so quickly, and that's what I wanted to talk about today, I guess. That you have a gift for this world, and that gift manifests through you, but in such a way that you don't even know. Like, I chose this path that I'm on right now purely by accident. It felt like I was just fed up with my work and I wanted to learn something new, and now I started to earn money with that. I know it's little money, but as they say, word spreads quickly. So if you don't charge too much, you might get more clients, but then you might, have to charge a little bit more. But whatever, like, that's not the point. The point is, you have a gift for this world, and it might come out in weirdest ways. It might manifest in your life in weirdest ways, like you don't even know how. You don't really know when you're gonna go on that path. For me, it was asking myself really deeply what I am here to do, what am I capable of, what is my purpose here. And I don't know, it wasn't so concrete. Like, I never knew in my life, apart from skateboarding, what I wanted to do. And when that dream faded away, I sort of was lost, and like little by little, I just realized, first of all, my addictions were getting in the way. And addiction is another way of trauma responding. So, you go to substances to find the easiest way to cope. That's what I learned today. It's an easiest way to cope when things start to fall down. Sometimes you get really negative about things. even though most of the things are going well in your life, you tend to focus on some of the things that are really negative, like littlest things, like smallest things. And I realized like getting busy with work that I enjoy really makes me happy. Like I'd rather be busy than not. You know, maybe it's workaholism, maybe I don't know, but it's really, I don't know, making me fulfilled. So you each have a gift for this world. Don't think otherwise, because I don't know if my gift is massage. I don't know. Some other people say like, "Oh, you're an artist. You can do this," but I don't know. I always felt like my art wasn't good enough, you know, like, or I wasn't putting enough work. Like I don't know how to manage it well. So I need something more concrete, something that I can literally grab onto with my hands, you know. And just seeing a person's face after massage, that they were like, whoa, they were like dazed, you know. I was like, okay, it could be that just another person's touch, another human's touch is already enough. But when you know certain techniques and things, you can really like improve in it. And if you really want to improve in it, then you're gonna get good at it, you know. And I think in today's world, with AI rising, you know, everything's going more towards technology, and I started to fear that. But I started to think, what if opposite is the truth as well? You know, what if we need human touch, you know? Because we do. I think loneliness is the number one killer in the world, at least in Lithuania. Is people isolate themselves. The suicide rate is very high, and it's one of the highest in the world, countries in the world, by suicide rate. So when do you commit suicide? When you feel lonely, when you feel isolated, when you find solace in alcohol and drugs. And that's a vicious cycle that you get yourself into. And another friend I'm talking to, I was always thinking that I'm an introvert, and she said, you're definitely an extrovert. You thrive on communication with other people. And I started to think about it. You know, it's like I really do enjoy my time with other people more than when I'm spending it alone. You know, that's why I think I go to cafes to work, because I just want to be around people. You know, I feel like I focus better, or I have, I don't know, more willingness to work when I know that somebody's around. I don't necessarily need to talk to them, but it's just how it is. So you got to figure out your own way what that gift is. And I don't mean it in the way of like, you got to find it today. No, you just got to search for it. I tried to meditate today, and it only lasted a little bit. I wasn't even closing my eyes. I just sat on the floor, crossed my legs, and focused on a point. And it worked, you know. Not while I was meditating, but afterwards. I started to feel this sort of a bit more slower. I was a bit more slower. I was focusing on every movement that I make. I was just sort of paying more attention to what's happening around me. And meditation is one of the ways that you can really find out what the meaning of life is for you, you know, what the meaning of your work is. And perhaps you have found yourself already and you don't need this conversation. But I think another big thing is helping others. You know, I think when we forget about our own issues and focus on helping somebody else, we're kind of fulfilling our duty in this life. We are here to help one another, and if you can do it, if you manage to do it, good for you, you know. So I don't know. I still don't know what my purpose in life is going to be. Don't know if I'm going to be a masseuse, like, but I know how I felt when I helped that person yesterday, and it was really, really a good feeling, you know. And it's sort of fulfilling. And I always thought that skateboarding was going to make me happy in life, but it did for a while. But I had different intentions. I was I wanted to be somebody, you know. I felt like I was nobody, you know. And skateboarding gave me an identity, and now I feel like I'm building my own identity. You know, I'm not basing it off anybody else. I'm giving value to myself, and I'm gaining that value by studying, which I did in my life, but very little. And I feel like I need to do it more. And yeah, so that's the thing. You have a gift for this world, and you are a gift. First of all, you are complete and you are perfect the way you are. You maybe are running around chasing something that isn't going to necessarily make you happy, you know, but being still, focusing on right here and now, focusing on that point, trying to clear all the thoughts out, will help you clear out your brain from all the clutter, and you will start to notice space. Like, I started to notice how I'm like cleaning up a little bit more, doing, yeah, just like little things that make me a bit more peaceful, you know. So hopefully this is going to help you in some way or another. I am really grateful to have you guys. Our own little project. It's not even a year old, and I don't know, I see progress in this. I see that I made friends here that are very supportive, and you know, having diagnosis of STPD, I started to feel like I could share my knowledge or share my experiences as somebody with this diagnosis. Like, me talking here and making these videos is probably the best description of what STPD is. Maybe not a severe form of it. So I've seen some severe forms on the internet, and I thought, okay, I'm not that severe. But each to their own, you know. Like, you could be placed in a different environment. I was placed in London, you know, and there, because I didn't know back then that I had STPD, and all this knowledge has expanded my ways of thinking. Like, coming back home, giving myself some space to think and to grow, really gave me a lot, you know. Like, I didn't realize I needed peace so much, you know, just to be able to think and hear my own thoughts. Sometimes you surround yourself with people and places that really shut your own voice down. And I really hope that you find that peace inside yourself to be able to hear yourself, you know, because we might be born in different environments, and our own diagnoses or our own personality types react to that environment differently. Somebody could be completely healthy and placed in a bad environment, and that will mess them up. Or somebody could be really unhealthy but placed in a certain environment where that diagnosis will be beneficial for them, you know. So that's it. I think I need to turn around because It's getting way too complicated here. But yeah, I wanted to just talk to you guys today and share my energy and share things that are on my mind. It's good to talk. Don't forget that. It's good to connect with people. It's good to find new ways of thinking. Like, I see my brain as something that's ever changing, and I used to think that, oh, it's bad to change my opinion too often. Like, I'm never settled on one thing for too long. But now I'm like, whatever. If I gain new knowledge and that helps me evolve, like, I've been happiest in the last couple of days that I've been in a while. So I don't know, something is working, and these videos really help reflect. And I don't know, if you find something helpful here, all the better. As I said, these are like diary entry notes. I'm wondering how the videos were when I just started. I kind of remember, and it's always embarrassing to look at yourself in the past. It's even embarrassing to look at myself in today, like, you guys see me differently, but when we see ourselves, it's really different. I think we're not even supposed to see ourselves. I think that's why we're here for other people as well, because we don't really see ourselves, we just see other people, and the way we react to those other people is the way we are. If we hate somebody, and we hate ourselves. If we love somebody, we love ourselves. I don't know, that might be magical thinking too. Another personality trait of someone with schizotypal personality disorder. But I don't know, I had a chat with my psychotherapist yesterday, and it was really lovely. It was a good chat. Prescribed me more medication. I asked for a stronger dose of bupropion, which I think has got amphetamines in it, which makes me a bit more focused. So we'll see. If I'm way too focused in the next couple of days, you'll know the dose is too strong. I'm being way too open on these video chats. But let me know how your life is going if you feel like it. Be open. This is a safe space. If anybody, has bad intentions, it's their bad intentions, not yours. We have good intentions. We know ourselves. And it's good to be ourselves and not anybody else. Yeah, I intended this video today to be a bit more freestylish, because I don't know what I'm talking about, if I'm honest with you guys. I'm just talking. It gets lonely here. It gets lonely in this place. And even today I was like, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to share. Like, I'm empty. But I think that's another trauma response. It's like thinking that you don't have a gift to give, but you do. So don't forget that. Figure it out through trials and errors. Maybe it's helping other people. Maybe that's what we need to do in order to be fulfilled. Jesus Christ, that shit. Go through it. Anyway, love you guys. Have a great day. Morning, evening, nighttime. Have a lot of respect for you. And I'm proud of you. And I love you. So, take care and peace.